audacity of a lot of fans and fanboys nowadays. I just got finished with 3 days worth of playing Megaman 9 over a friend's house, and I'm thoroughly disappointed in it. I mean, who knows? Maybe I just am not into the whole NES Mega Man games. I mean, I've enjoyed Mega Man 6, but I can't really enjoy the first 5 games if I don't try it. I don't know, what I really didn't like about this game was, the fact that they didn't have the charge or slide shot, which makes Mega Man a lot more versatile than he's ever been. And they removed that, and it's just back to the same old type of crap that you see back in Mega Man 1 and 2. I personally did not find that type of gameplay to be enjoyable. In fact, I just found the whole game to be a little bit boring, to be honest. But here's my problem with this. I just did a review about this game on GameSpot, and apparently gave it a low score. And I come back to find out that I have a moderation warning for what? I made a review simply to annoy or get on people's nerves. What the fuck? What kind of sense does that make? Oh boy, this is like a new level of stupidity now. You literally cannot say anything bad about Mega Man 9. As far as opinions and beliefs go, you literally can't. If all the idiotic anti-rants about defending Mega Man 9 on these YouTube videos, if those are a pure example enough, this is just a new level of stupidity. I'm looking at it here. You have all these reviews of Mega Man 9 with 9s and 10s and whatever. I give it a lower score beyond that, and all of a sudden it's done to perfectly troll people. I am not making this up. I just went over there today and saw a new moderation warning, and simply stating that I have been trolling the fan base for making a review stating that I don't like the game and having a different score and different viewpoint from everyone else. That confirms it. Mega Man 9 is virtually a positive only game. You can't say anything bad about it. It has to be positive, or else you're nothing more than a graphics whore, or just a guy who's only doing this to piss off the fans. Now, I don't know what the hell it is about Mega Man 9 that's making people think that it's immortal, or this gold mine, or whatever. But the fact is, actually bitching about a review that gives a lower score other than what the majority thinks, that goes beyond stupidity. I don't know what to really say about this. I honestly don't know what to say about this. Okay, the details of the review went in depth about what the gameplay measures were, and I stated my opinions about how some of the level design is a bit confusing, how some design is more about, it's more about mind screws or whatever. It's less about skill and more about tricking you into thinking that something's going to happen. Like, for instance, the clouds in Tornado Man stage. You didn't think you could actually land on those things. Like, for instance, Airman stage on, Mega Man 2, and then the clouds, you can land on those. But in this game, there's actually clouds that you can actually land on. To me, I found that a bit confusing, whatever. Of course, that's not really important right now. I go into detail about the downloadable content that the guy had on his Wii, about how useless an extra stage and an endless stage was. And then I go into depth about how Capcom usually rips off people, but somehow the entire review is nothing more than flame bait. It's wild right now. It's funny. Halo 2, you can have a positive and negative opinion on that game. Okami, you can also have a positive and negative comment on that. But the minute you actually say something bad about games like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, or Final Fantasy, whatever the fuck number that is, and then Mega Man 9, you cannot have an opinion unless it is positive about that damn shit. I, for one, am getting really sick and tired of this. Ever since the release of Mega Man 9, there has been rants trying to defend the game, and calling everyone who hates the game a bunch of graphics whores. I don't understand why people have to call people graphics whores because they don't like Mega Man 9 for what the hell it is. A cheap ass download. But why specifically do they have to be graphics whores? Specifically because they don't like the game. They don't like the presentation it has. They don't like the regression that it has. Every single one of these little videos that defend Mega Man 9 for anything or try to justify it for anything, they always have to call people graphics whores. I don't get it. I don't understand it. What the fuck? One of the things I really find unbelievable about this is that a lot of people try to justify everything about Mega Man 9's features. Like for instance, charging and sliding is gone because the level design does not require it, which is the biggest amount of bullshit I have ever heard. And having the charge and slide are two moves that makes Mega Man a lot more versatile than ever before. The charge shot is a much bigger pea shooter, basically. It can actually take care of enemies that are smaller, and since Mega Man can't duck, that allows you the ability to destroy enemies that are on the ground and are too small for you to hit. Sliding allows you more mobility and allows you to avoid boss attacks or any other types of attacks, since Mega Man runs slow as shit. Let's face it, Mega Man runs slow as shit, and the slide just upped his speed level to much better. And they try to say that the level design isn't built around it. The charge and slide has never been... The level design has never been built around the charge or slide. Like, ever. So removing it now and actually saying that it's justified because the level design isn't designed with the charge or slide. What the fuck has level design ever been designed around a charge shot in any Mega Man game? Never. Bosses have been designed around charge shots. But level design being designed around it has never been done because it doesn't make a bit of sense. And for what it's worth, a lot of people will praise this game simply because it feels like all the old games. And then people will get on everyone else's case because they somehow suck or think the graphics suck. I don't understand what it is with these people that think that no one can say anything bad about the game, or else they are simply graphics whores or simply pussies who cannot play the game properly. Mega Man fans, as a whole, have really taken this stupidity to a whole new level. They moderate the Mega Man 9 review if it has a lower score, and they claim that you are simply trying to piss everyone else off. I don't understand what the hell the deal is with that. And quite frankly, all of these little videos on YouTube trying to defend the game for everything and just cursing and calling everyone else a bunch of graphics or just a bunch of whiny bitches about difficulty, it doesn't make sense. And to me, Mega Man 9 is not the perfect wonder of the world. Mega Man 9 is a downloadable game that is nothing more than a rip-off with the DLC, of all DLC features that should have been in the game in the first place. People shouldn't have to pay more money just to get features that should be in a $10 game already. You see, that's already Capcom's money schemes. Capcom has always been doing this shit ever since Street Fighter 2, releasing so many damn ports and re-releases of the same fucking shit over and over again. Street Fighter 2 number whatever the fuck it was. There's nothing really new added to all these Street Fighter ports. After the Super Turbo on the SNES, they've just been cashing the fuck out of this series ever since. And they haven't learned their lesson because you people keep buying the fucking games. How many Final Fight games do we have to go through before they actually say, you know what, let's make a Final Fight game that doesn't suck ass like Streetwise? How about they say, let's just make a Street Fighter game that actually doesn't... Well, you know, they did make Street Fighter Alpha 3 and Street Fighter Third Strike, but those games are a complete piece of shit. But you know, whatever. Mega Man 9 has warped a lot of people's minds, and this shows. If a person can't even go on a site and review the game without it being somehow flame bait trolling or just trying to annoy people for no reason other than I think differently from the majority. It's wild. It's unbelievable. Those are my thoughts, and I'll just leave you with that.